Okay. So it's Wednesday, February the 23rd. And this is a listing live show. In the show, I try to do all my listing if I can and show while I list and share. And if people come in and like to list with me, that's great. If you just want to chat or watch, that's awesome too. So I haven't been on, I think, for 2 weeks now because I was getting the entire basement redone. I don't know if anyone can see, but there's actually poles down here now, right through my middle of my inventory. So I had to move everything. Everything is covered in dust, and I'll be moving everything back. So I wanted to make sure that I wanted to get back on my show before it's being too long. So I'm just going to say hello. Hey, Shay. I had to rip a bag today, I'm afraid. And I even got chastised by the Value Village employee, but what are you going to do? I'm glad I did it. Hey, Philly, how's it going? How, Paul? What do you know about portable sinks, Carl? Well, nothing. But now I know that you have to wet magic erasers, so I'm up on that knowledge. So, okay, let's get started before too long. So my store has been shut down. So sales obviously have not been good during shutdown. So as you can see here, I was shut down and I restarted and it's slowly coming back, but pretty slow start. So shake my head, Dan. Yeah, no one told me. I mentioned it to my wife after the show and she said, "You didn't know you had to do that?" It's been years I've been trying to get things clean with an magic eraser dry. Hey, Sherry, thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. So anyways, yeah, sales suck, but that's okay. I'm just glad to be kind of back. I don't know why my face is covered by my name here. Can I get rid of that? No? Okay, well, who cares? I want to get started. So we're just going to start with basic crap just to spark it up again, so to speak. Personal petty. I picked this up a while ago, but I'm still doing my intake thing, which basically means if something comes in, it either has to be donated back or listed or set aside for lots, unless it's something really weird. For example, I have I picked up this last week, this Walkman here. It's a Iowa HSR7, and I can't find that model. And some of them can go for very high money. I'm not saying this one can, I'm just saying some can. So, hey Larry, so you're the one who rips all the bags? I am. I live with the bags because I have too often bought something, gotten home, and it's been empty. So, yes, I am. But I put stuff back, usually. Lazy sales, exactly. Hey, Mo. Thank you for coming in. Yes. Did you, I almost said it. Hey, Chop Chop. Thank you for coming in. Nice to see you again. Okay, so let's go back to trying to concentrate on one thing at once. I have no idea how much I paid. I have no idea why I picked it up. So, what are you going to do? This one looks good. We're going to go with this. $19.99. Hey, Tommy. Thank you for coming in. Let's get lazy. So I had a am I the asshole question for the day. So I was out thrifting all day today, and I like reselling manga books. So usually what I do is when I go to the store, I'll just check to see if they have any, because they have to have some to actually pick up. And for some reason, the store this time had, I'm going to just say 90 books, so a full shelf wide of books. And there was no one there. So I started scanning, right? Because I didn't want to put them all in my cart. And eventually, the store is pretty well empty. And then someone was coming near to me. And when they did, I had scanned about a third of the books and put them back, so to the left of the shelf. I had scanned another third of the books and put them in my cart. And then he came in and stood right behind me in my blind spot, looking over my shoulder as I was doing the last third. So what I did is I just took the last third of books and put them in my cart. And then started scanning them out of my cart, because what I didn't want is, as everyone can probably guess, is for him to reach over and basically grab a really good book before I had a chance to scan it, and I was there first. So when I did that, he said, are you really going to hoard all the books? And I said, well, there's a third of the books to the left, which I've already scanned you can look at, which he obviously didn't want to do because I'm pretty sure to say he was a reseller. So he just left and then came back a little by later. And I said, I wasn't trying to be an asshole, but, this is business. And so I'm just wondering what people thought of that. Was I the asshole? Or was I, okay, normally what I do is when I see a bunch of stuff I want to check and there's a bunch on the wall, I take it all and put it in my cart just to avoid that situation. But in this case I didn't, because there were just so many books. I didn't want to fill my cart with books. So I'm just curious if anyone has an opinion, if I'm the asshole or not. And asshole based on the story, not just asshole. Thank you very much. Okay. Hey, Angela. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I haven't had a live in about 2 weeks because I've been doing renovations. And obviously, I can do both. I'm finally starting to get my basement back into semi-good state. I'm shipping out and all that stuff. I brought back downstairs maybe a third of the things I have. Another boring one. This is new in package calculator. This would have come with something else I wanted. I wouldn't have picked this up just by itself. Tommy, I don't entertain them at all. You are nice. Yeah, I don't really want to I'm very competitive, but I like being competitive with my knowledge and not directly competitive like to the carts and that stuff, because I'd rather make friends. Like I made a new friend today thrifting. I enjoy that, and that's kind of the reason I'm so keen on thrifting. And I had never seen this guy before, and who knows? Like maybe he was just really upset because he didn't get there first. That's definitely possible too. Okay, there's no sold, so I think there was an example. Here it is. Look at this sucker sponsoring when there's only 3. Let's pick their sponsored one. So now I think that's $14.99 to see how it goes. So did you buy any of the manga books? Yes, I did. I haven't gone through them yet. I'm playing catch up, but I did. I must have bought 10 or something. It's been a while since well, no, that's not true. I pick up manga once in a while. I find all the stores, I don't know if you noticed, Larry, but I find the stores have been rearranging everything. It's very confusing. Let's get rid of this one here before I forget. I don't think anything actually got broken in moving all my inventory and stuff like that. Shouldn't say that until I moved it all back that way. Okay, combo. I'd be very happy with $14.99 to be honest. Blah 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 blah. Good. I like to be nice if I can. But at the same time, it's a business. Okay. It's war out there, Carl. It can be, but we can still, have our alliances, right? Like I said, I really like seeing my friends. So if he had them in his cart, you dump your coffee in the whole cart. No crying and reselling. Yeah? Well, maybe you can run faster than me because I can't run. Gosh, there's loads of stuff out there. No time to be sore about missing out. Well, that's it. Like if I, when in the morning I go to the same store here in Ottawa and I'm there for the opening, and my friends are there at the same time, I don't like a lot of them like the toys, and I like toys too as well. But I don't go straight there. I'll go somewhere else in the store because I don't like that. I don't know, initial grabbing. There's too many stories I've heard from thrifting friends of people falling out over $50 items. Do you guys deal with a lot of scammers? No. I have only ever had one thing totally go missing where my, I wasn't quite sure what happened there, but I don't really know if it was scanned. It was a low value item, so like a dog got American territory, sliced tires in the parking lot if needed. That's what I told my wife. Like I said, I went and sliced the tires, and she said, "Whose car was in it?" It's like, I don't know. I just picked a random person. Okay. Let's do voice recorder. Unfortunately, I just picked up this week, and I think it was $3.99. I don't think it's a high end one, but sorry, I didn't say. I did buy some recently. Also, I hate when they rearrange the shelves, and I have to relearn what the good stuff is. Yeah, sometimes it takes me a while, but sometimes like you'll go around the store and like looking for that stuff, and you'll find like whole new areas. It's like, oh wait a second, I didn't even know this existed. So, hook. There's a model number here. PRC. 625M. Because I prefer my competition being just stuff I know. Let's see if there's a comp in here. No? What's wrong? No? Okay, fine. Sometimes the model can be just slightly different. Okay, we're going to do this one. I'm going to ask $24.99. I don't think it's, like I said, a valuable thing. And to be honest, I've had some bad luck recently with this sort of thing of people finding it doesn't work. So maybe I should have left it behind. Probably did the mistake of like, I haven't found anything for a while. Did you go out today, Larry? Did you get all the ice off your car? It was pretty thick on mine. Okay. Sometimes with voice recorders or Walkmans, I'll include a blank cassette, which I definitely have around, but it's in storage up the stairs, so it's like, yeah, I won't worry about it. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Oh, I should check this stuff. Ah, crap. So back. This is the one problem with self-similar. I remember Tommy was saying that it's always best to self-similar off your own stuff, and I would agree with that. Maybe I just have to get into that habit. Can I just copy and paste this? Better. Okay. You have to be concerned about people reaching over you. Happens all the time here. Yeah, it does happen sometimes here. The only time it always bugs me, especially when people are in your blind spot and just hanging out. It's like it's a whole shelving unit here. You don't have to hang out right behind me. Or also like right at the beginning of the COVID, I remember some people got real close, and it's like, yeah, back off. I had some unclaimed damage, but the photos didn't match my item, and eBay gave them a refund. Yeah, so in my experience, and I've heard other people completely disagree, I think I've lost every single case, and you have to appeal every single case, and I lose that one, and then I have to go to eBay Business, and then they give me a favor, and then I win. And I only do, of course, I only fight the stuff that is obviously I'm on the right on. Like I said, I have lost a case where the person said the item was not as described, and they hadn't even received the item yet, and I lost the case. So that's been my experience. Oh man, so much ice. Yes, it was really thick. Luckily, I was able to get into my car. You never quite sure. Stepped away. Who's slashing tires? We're all slashing tires. It's the newest thing. It's the newest reselling tips and tricks. Slash tires of your competition. It works really well once. Don't get caught. Okay, I'm gonna do now. I never pick up French tarot decks. I don't know what I was. Oh, I know I was thinking this was like $2. I still think I should have left it behind. And I picked up a bunch with hoping one was good, and of course that one was missing cards. I don't know what to do with the cards that are the tarot decks that are missing cards. I hold on to them. I probably should just cry and I don't know, and maybe even just list them as missing cards. That'd probably be the smarter thing to do. Okay. Tarot. Psychic. John. God. It's pretty nasty. Also, breathing in all the concrete dust. I think I have a puffer just in case. This is the one it is. See, this is not going to get me anything. So I have a puffer just in case, and I've had to use it 3 times, so probably not helping breathing in this crap. And it's not like the basement's improved. It's just hopefully not going to fall on my head. There we go. And I'm definitely going to make sure I say these are French. What I like to do is if there's something like that, put it right at the beginning. Let me just think the price. I'm gonna ask 19 and hopefully get it. Say that a lot, eh? Mounted and complete. Not you. Just make sure the UPC goes right. It's not. Which makes sense since it's the French version. Nine 66709. All right, it's good. I parked in the garage, but there was still ice on it from yesterday. Did hit one store and got one item. Oh, better than 0 items. I hit all 5 today. I thought it was Thursday all day until I got home. Not that it makes a big difference. We filed with USPS. Yeah, I did have another awkward case that I'm going to talk about in a minute. Hey, Justin, thanks for coming in. Basically, you refund, you report, and you strike out with a Canada Post claim. Yeah. I try to say it's part of business. I'm at camp ready to learn. Hope my 1942 Army tent holds up. Well, thank you for joining camp. I like to see that joke is still going. Can Canada Post really refund me anything when I buy the shipping label right from eBay? Yeah, I have no idea. I never buy the insurance unless it's super high, and I use chit chats. So yeah, if it happened a lot more, like for fraud, I'd be a lot more upset. But it really doesn't happen that often, considering like in terms of dollar value. But it still sucks. Like what I had. Let's pick something. Let's pick this. So Garmin, trust me, Garmin. This is for a hiking GPS. Oh, and I actually kept the price in here. I paid $5. $5. So what I had happen, and this really screwed me over. So actually, I have a question for people in the chat, if anyone knows. So I had a I did not receive case, legit, and eBay said I had until I don't know whatever it was, February 20th. It was last Friday or whatever it was, February 20th, to deal with this case. And when I get these lost in the mail ones, I like to give it a couple of days just to see if it updates, because sometimes when it goes from Canada to United States, it kind of gets lost for a while before it shows up again. So it said, deal with this, you have until February 20th to deal with this case. So on February 20th, I went to deal with the case, and it said, we've stepped in, or the buyers asked us to step in already. And so I said, well, I thought I had February 20th. And they said, well, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I'll refund it, because there was something really funny with that one. Even with using Chit Chats, which is the Canadian reshipper, they said, stuff is lost, yo. So they refunded them, which is fine. But then I got a ding because eBay had to, a ding against my account, because they said, well, we had to step in. But it's like, well, you said I had until February 20th. So does anyone know, like, when they say you have until February 20th, do they really mean February 19th at midnight? Because that seemed kind of strange to me. I haven't had that issue before because usually I don't wait till the last day like that. So, you know, if I hadn't had so many issues with eBay doing funky stuff already, I would just say, well, obviously I'm wrong, but their systems I find are highly unreliable. What I'm doing now is just looking for the model number on this, which you think would be very visible, but it's not. So what I'm going to do is Google Lens it, and hopefully at least figure out a little bit. Edge Touring. Is it Touring and Touring Plus? I can tell if it's a plus. Used. What I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out which one this is. That picture doesn't really help me. This one might. Okay, this is a plus. Okay, mine looks more like this one here. Except it's not. Doesn't look like the price is that different. Sorry, guys. I don't like trying to ID stuff on the show. They don't make it easy. Nope. It was really good experience though, and eBay support people were really good. So that's something. So the eBay support's always been nice, but I can't trust them because what they say and what has resulted is not the same. I've been told I've won a case, and then when it comes up, I lose the case. So yeah, I would love to say I've had good experience. That would not be true though. Okay, I'm just gonna say this is a normal one. Hopefully I'm right. Right now I'm thinking 79. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go 79. I don't want to sit here forever. I was gonna use that joke Friday night at the Laugh Lounge, but figured no one was gonna get it. Inside jokes. There's a time, so if they file at 4 a.m., you have until 4 a.m. Oh. So even though eBay says you have until February 20th, there might be a time there? Because I didn't see a time. But if you say that, Tommy, I'll take another look. So I don't, Sorry, yeah. That is strange, yeah. Call back if I did. It might take you 3 shots at it, exactly. If it wasn't such a huge penalty, if things happen, squeaky wheel gets the grease it does. Everything runs in California time, but the last day they can escalate it easily. Tell them you sent a replacement, but don't. Yeah, so I couldn't tell them replacement because these were one of a kind glasses, so there was no replacement. Like they would know because they already asked if I had others. Um, and I think these really were gone. Like it wasn't just slow. I'll monitor the delivery too, and if it shows up, then build them again. Yeah, I should do that. I feel a little bad because I wasn't the best at customer service there. I kind of didn't respond to them. And then on the last day, because it got like it said, it's appealed. We're looking into it, and you have more days. But then I couldn't contact the buyer, and I was dealing with all this crap. And do you use both Chit Chats and Stallion, or just Chit Chats? So we just have Chit Chats here in Ottawa, as far as I know. So just Chit Chats. Stallion's domestic prices look intriguing, but I don't live near a depot for either service. You can, I know, with Chit Chats ship to Chit Chats. So I guess it depends how much you're selling a day, if that's worth it or not. You should definitely be using the Shippo service though with eBay. I noticed items 30 and under tend to have more problems with anything over an item 30 and up. I have found that too, but these unfortunately were quite expensive. You may be able to get them to overturn if you play dumb. Each ding cuts traffic. You don't want that. Yeah, I'll probably will cut. The nice thing is you can play dumb. And the nice thing is you can use chat and do other stuff while the chat is running. Before I had to phone in, and I didn't like that because I could be on the phone for like an hour. But if they receive, then you should get paid. I should. No, you're right. I am lazy, but that's kind of. I think for me, for business, my weakest thing is quick answers to questions. Usually if there's a problem, I'm pretty quick at answering, but I wasn't in this case. 1,000 excuses. There we are. Actually, Tutix showed me something here. So there I can actually see how many photos are going. So I think I'd prefer that, just so I know if I'm at over the 12 or not, just to prevent that error coming up. Very little use. Let's get rid of that. List. Okay. So I don't know if anyone else is listening, but I'm going to update the little banner thingy. Just because I can. And why not? Pretty sure I won't reach the 500 today. And I'm way behind on the month because obviously my store is down. So. Okay. One interesting thing about redoing my entire basement is I'd be able to fit a lot more stuff in a lot less space, which is kind of funny. One of my main goals for me in terms of organization is having a very simple workspace, which I'm still playing around with a little bit, but also avoiding areas where I can pile stuff, because once it's piled, I find it just keeps increasing and things get damaged. So, and being good at, like I said, either listing it or trashing it, like donating it or trashing it, or making sure it's lotted up and not lotted up forever. something a little different. I don't find these very often, but once in a while, these rapid graphs. You know, the funny thing is I think I have one in my dead stock somewhere, and I thought, see all the colors there? I thought that meant that there were different inks, but actually I think it's just the size of the, it's a way of quickly seeing what the size of the tip is rather than colors, and it's all black. But and I did not keep the price for this, so I don't know what I did. I'll give you a number. You will never sit on hold and get the highest rep props. You have Instagram, Carl? No, I do not. But I'll contact you privately. I'm going to see how this goes. Like, I prefer chat because then I have a transcript. Not that it might help that much, but thank you very much, Tommy. I might take you up on that. I'll see if it's delivered. It's better on your end, as it was really not your fault in any way. Yeah, so I would have been covered because it was obviously that I did ship it. What I wasn't covered for is that eBay had to step in. So I don't necessarily just tell people I do. You're a liar. I'm listing trade cards. I will give a tool at the end. Awesome. Thank you, Chop Chop. My friend found a Mickey Rourke. Is that right? Really bad condition, but even that condition is probably with 200 or something. He found so much good stuff today. He found a $250 camera in front of me. My goal is 200 by the end of February, and I'm at 183 now. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm at over 1,000, but yeah, like I said, I'm kind of going for the values. Hey, Swap and Picker, thank you for coming in. Yes, awesome. Thank you for coming in. Okay, next. So we're going to do this thing here. Good. So a lot of this stuff I haven't even really looked up to see how much it's worth. I would have looked it up at the store. I know this exists. Is there an easy model number on this? Yes, there is. Okay, so this is new open packet because it's really the ink. Open box, I should say. They got 54. Oops. How much does this weigh? This is light, so I'm gonna so that 1060. I'm gonna ask 69 because it's funny. Well, actually, unless there's an option for new open box, there's not. Not opened. Oh, I also wanted to thank Two Dog Sticks for having me on their channel last night. The show last night was about how we price items and our thought patterns on that, which is kind of really, in a way, this show now. So I tried to explain why I'm coming up with the price, and I think, especially for new people, it's really hard And of course, it's kind of it's always going to be a range. It's never going to be, or rarely going to be a very specific amount unless it's, a consumable high volume item. And you underprice it if it sells in 5 minutes, which I have had happen. Pictures. Where are you? There we go. Big head. Amazing things can happen with the revamp of work areas sometimes. Yeah, when you're forced to do it. It's still trying to figure out. Like where I have my computer here is now a desk. Before it was a big table, and there's a lot of wasted room under it. I'll see how that is. I moved my light box to this side, which I kind of don't like. And I kind of realized I didn't need some stuff close by. Like all my shipping materials way far over there because I only access it when I'm shipping. So why have it nearby and all that stuff? And I wouldn't have done that. I kind of knew some of that stuff in advance, but I wouldn't have done it unless I was forced. I just won an eBay case on a return for $385. $385.99. Wow. So they returned it. And you think they were just returning it from because they wanted to? Yeah, lucky butt. Yeah. Try putting one of the terms in quotes. Sorry, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Just in time flipping, the customer said I sent a used item. To him was new. He sent a used one back. Okay, that is the nightmare scenario of everyone. Or they're flipping, like if they're collecting something and they send you a roached one back. Thankfully, most people are honest. But yes, that would not. Yeah, never had. Yeah, me neither. Knock on wood. It's gonna happen. I sold my big Ricky smashing bench for $300. Took 10 hours to sell. It was a 70-pound roll of coax cable. I was smashing stuff for days on that. Sorry, when searching for the item on eBay, putting a term in quotes often helps. Sometimes it can if you want the that exact combo of words. I'll do that. I hate their search. I find it's like, for example, I spelled something slightly different. Like it doesn't even give. Well, that's a lie. It did give me suggestions, so they may complain, but nothing. Okay. Next. Okay, let's do something a little strange. I didn't look up the value of this. This is one of those paperweights with a bunch of Canadian coins in them. They're not silver or anything, but it wasn't very much money. And it's important to know the date. 1967. So let's see if we can actually find this, because we might not even be able to find it. And if not, I'm listing it anyways. 1978 Indian coin paper. Nope. Okay. It's kind of like this. Or close enough. Ooh, it's like this. Let's get rid of this and this. This would say is the same thing. For 1 year, they had all these coins of animals. I'm surprised this would bring it up. I don't think it's super valuable, but I always like to try to get max. Okay. Let's be greedy. Use condition. 1960. What did I say? 7? Yeah. The animals. Collector pay. Well, it's all bull. What the hell is this? Collector plates. No. Paperweight. I wonder how many of my listings are in totally the wrong categories. I probably don't want to know. Okay, 35. What? Pictures again? So fuzzy. I know some of this stuff is not the most thrilling, but like I said, I want to make sure I started the show up again before it's like 3 years later. It's like, oh yeah. There we go. 35. And done. Big head. Oh, yes. Thank you very much, Justin, for mentioning that. Yes. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff. Okay. We still have time. Let's keep going. Let's do calculator. HP. Now, this actually came sealed in plastic, but someone had cut it and taped it back together. I am almost 100% sure it is not being used. So, HP. Yeah, okay, that's good. Oh, wait. Okay, so this one's not plus. So I'm just going to eliminate that. 10 EII. Didn't like that. It's side. This is where your attributes go, I think. if it was there. We're going to have to manually do this. Here it is. Okay, we're going to go recent. Hopefully I can just find a few. Oops. Bloop. Here's one. Okay. I'm going to do 49. Might be optimistic, but get down before I forget. Okay. Pretty sure. New open box. Chips without batteries. Sweet. Like, no one's going to search for the word sweet. It comes with manual. With cover and manual. Did I remember to put pictures? No. Here we go. And listed. Okay. Okay. Begin. And going for coffee. Carl's getting me ambitious later all. Hey, yep. Thank you for coming in, Justin. Thank you for all the comments. It's appreciated. Hopefully I'll catch you on yours. Okay. So let's do this big boy. So I normally don't like getting large objects, but I broke my rule. So Spectrum DXI controller for airplanes, and I paid up. I paid $25 for this, but it was in sweet condition. Ironically, there was a bit of corrosion in the back, which I cleaned up. It was just a little bit though. And when I say I tested this, basically I made sure it turns on. And I paid, what is that? I paid 25? I paid 25. So let's hope I did not make a mistake. Okay. On the show last night, we were talking about like what's the ratio you like to pay for items, which is very difficult to answer correctly because it really is depends. Okay, so let's go used. Shipping plus highs because I'm a greedy. Hey, Cameron, thank you for coming in. So, what I want to make sure. Okay, this is 6. Okay, it does say I. This is the closest. This is much better. So I paid 25. I actually do have the box with this, but the box is literally has fallen apart. Okay, that's a little too high. Because it's bigger and I don't want it lasting forever. So I'm actually going to go a little less. 119. So if this does sell, oops, don't do that. If this does sell, I'm happy 25 to 119, whatever that is in terms of returns. I'm just guessing at the weight. Okay, and I did test this. Tested and works. Okay, tested by powering it on and appears to work fine. Very clean. Has a little corrosion. Comes with the shown. I'm actually not even going to bother saying it comes with a box because I might just put the box as the wrapping material, kind of speak, and then they can't complain that the box was used that way. And if I change my mind, I can change my mind. What is shown? Okay, that's good. Okay, so the question for this is, I'm going to put this on the shelf because it'll take up too much of the box room. What I'm doing is just making sure it's the same. Sometimes there can be slight differences, even with the same model number. No, this is it. This is it. Okay. 120. So I'm just going to do one more, so I can do at least 10 in the show. Let's do it. And done. Be good. On my afternoon break, thought I would take a walk, hang out here, and listen to a few things myself. Great. Yeah, Ottawa is all icy, so there's no walking for us. So I picked up him. I think I paid $5, which is way too much. He's a Masters of the Universe guy. I'm pretty sure it was when I picked it up, but I wasn't 100% sure. So after this, I'm going to be doing the update. So if anyone has listed, then it's the time. And I'll add you to the banner, even for the end of the show. I do appreciate people coming in and saying hello and chatting and listing with me. So maybe it's still here. Masters. No, it's not. No. Google Lens to the rescue. This is Grizzlar. And we're going to have to do recent. Okay. So this is definitely him. Rare, eh? Holy crap, why is Dark Face? Oh, he's not that. I'm thinking $14.99. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do $14.99. I think that's reasonable. I should have left this behind. There's not enough profit for what I like, but some days you get those days where it's like it's bad, but it's like I just want to buy something, or you can't resist like buying something classic like this. Just bring the price before I forget. Okay, that's good. Get rid of the rare because I have no idea. And there we go. And list. So that's 15. So 105, 155, 225, 230, 240. That's 10. That's 4. 105. So I do the show Monday to Wednesday. Next week I should be back at my normal times. And I'm just going to do edit. Where is it? So I did 10. I did 405. So actually I did better than I thought today. I'm going to be spending the next few days still getting things set up down here. Oh, you did 12 listings. Excellent. I'm going to add you. I'm afraid I forget. I'm going to say 100. Okay. So 12 for 100. Hope thrifting has been good for you, Chop. Or I shouldn't say thrifting, but sourcing. Okay, Chop. I just saying Chop. It's a great name. Okay, save. Show. Oop. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Thanks for your support. I learned something new. Hey, I'm really happy that you come in. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something. If you have questions, you can always ask and see if we know the answers. That's always good. I've got 2 postcards listed since I joined. Yeah, but how much? How much? I'll add you to the next show on Monday if you let me know in chat how much, and I'll add those. I saw that Master of the Universe guy and left it for you. Thanks, Larry. I appreciate that. Anyways, thank you everyone for coming into the show. Like I said, I'll be back on Monday, and I hope your selling goes well. Okay, bye.